All right, I'll record now, and then I will share my screen. Okay. All right, so a ton of updates and information. I'm going to go as quickly as possible so we can get into the meat of the call. But just a recap of the Success Club trip, it was amazing and awesome and fabulous and wonderful, and I'm so glad that I went. So if you're not on the wait list, you definitely should get on it for Punta Cana.
Okay. How do I do that?
If you search in the group under Beachbody events, I might have pinned it to the top of our team page. Let me double check. I did all the events that we have going on right now. No, I haven't pinned it. So I will pin it, or I'll tag you in it.
Okay.
So that way you can get it. It's also how you, in that post that I did, there is how you sign up can get on the wait list for Summit tickets, and how, and the information on Super Saturday. So I'll tag you in it now.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, they announced a bunch of new things. There was a new trainer panel and a top 10 panel that I went to. That was like the only 2 hours of like work related things that were there the whole time. But they announced like a ton of new stuff. So there is now a Beachbody On Demand app for the iPhone. So instead of logging in like on your iPhone or iPad or Apple TV to Beachbody, Team Beachbody and then the club and then getting into On Demand, you can get it on your phone through an app. And the great thing about that is you can download up to 7 workouts and store up to 7 workouts on your phone at a time. Because the good thing about that, is that you can use it and watch them without Wi-Fi. So you can just like podcasts, you can download them when you're in Wi-Fi, and then you can watch them when you're not in Wi-Fi. So you don't have to worry about like if you go like to the basement and there's spotty internet or something, it's always there. They're also launching Beachbody On Demand in about 140 countries, which is really exciting because they're starting to test their international market, and they want to see where are they where do they have a good following, where do they have a lot of engagement, and then they'll go from there to see about expanding internationally. Right now we only have US and Canada. The Recover from the Beachbody Performance line, which is in chocolate, I believe, or vanilla. Anyway, now it's available in orange too. So it's available in chocolate and orange. They're just adding that flavor. It should be out soon. Also, on Beachbody On Demand, they're going to be doing cooking demos. So basically, like Autumn will be running cooking shows on how to cook different recipes, sort of be a way. They're just adding a lot more content to Beachbody On Demand to make it more than just about streaming the videos. So you can watch her do cooking classes, things like that. It helps kind of bring the cookbook to life too. They also announced the launch of a new program. I don't know if you saw it, but
Did.
it's called Country Heat. The video for it's wicked funny, with Carl acting like a cowboy, but it should be launching around Summit, so at the end of July, and it'll be really good for people that don't like to work out, but where programs like Size are also for people that don't like to work out, but you have to, those are kind of more difficult programs. This is definitely more of a beginner program. So for people that have a lot of weight to lose, perhaps this is a good program, or that are really interested in like country music and love that style, this is good for them. Or people that have done like a Zumba class and they want to do something else, this is good. It'll come with the containers in that whole system. So it'll be really good for weight loss as well. And then Beachbody's creating their own reality show called The 20s. So what it'll be, I think it's 20 or 30 or so um, personal trainers, basically, or trainers, fitness experts that are all in their 20s that are wanting to be the new a new celebrity trainer for Beachbody. So they're trying to add to their repertoire of trainers to go with, Autumn and Siggy and Tony and all them. So they're doing this reality show, and they're going to narrow it down to, I think, 11 people, and they're going to live in this Beachbody house out in California and go through these fitness programs and competitions. And they're going to be creating workouts, and those workouts should be available on demand as well. And then they'll be voting on the workouts and on the trainers, and then whoever wins this competition basically is our new trainer. And then I believe the show will air online for us, and then it'll go in the late fall onto a TV program called Pop TV or Pop Sugar or something like that.
Oh, Pop Sugar. I've heard of Pop Sugar.
Okay, yeah, it's some TV program. It used to be the TV Guide Network, and now it has a different name. So it'll be airing those episodes. So Beachbody it'll be great because it'll be a fun new way to get the word out there, but also just really, really funny. Excuse me. So I'm interested to see how that goes. That might be a show I actually get into since I kind of gave up TV, but that I'd be interested in watching. Okay. So we'll go back. Just to go over upcoming events. So Super Saturday is actually next Friday. A week from Friday, April 1st in Woburn. And then, and then Summits in July. And then Success Club trip is next year. So those are the big events coming up. And then product launches throughout that whole time. All right, that's all for updates information. Any questions?
No.
All right, perfect. All right, so the second phase, we did the first one 2 weeks ago before the trip. And it's about being a product of the product and how important that is for your business and for yourself. So what does it mean? It means drinking your Shakeology every day. I am committed to being part of the 366ers. They used to call them 365ers, but this year's a leap year, so I get an extra day. And even while I'm sick, this is only the second thing I've consumed today. The other thing was eggs and toast. And yesterday, all I had was bread and then a shake because that's how important it is to me. I'm also drinking it because I'm sick, and it will help me make sure I'm getting nutrients because eating toast is not good enough. So making sure that you're drinking your Shakeology every day and doing a program. We did that call a couple months ago, I think, on committing to a program. Were you on that call? Why it's important to stick to a program. So choosing one and then doing it all the way through to completion is really important to show. And then once you've done both these things, you have to show it. And the way to do that is through your social media, through posting. That's how people get to know you for the most part, for expanding your business. So posting about it. If you're drinking your shake every day, there's a post. You don't have to post about your shake every day, but a couple of days a week, you should be posting about it. Why you drink it? What are the benefits for you? It doesn't just have to be, knowing all the 70 names of the superfood ingredients, but picking out one benefit. Like I've picked out ashwagandha, which is one of the ingredients. I don't know why I picked that. It's just the one I focus on because it helps with immune system, and I have an autoimmune disease, so that's really important that I have immune boosters, which is why I'm sick right now because of my kid sneezes in China. I swear I get sick. Being stuck on a ship with 6,000 people didn't help. So, there's something you can post about. Doing your workout, there's another thing you can post about. So that's how you're a product of the product, and that's how you share it. So when you're choosing a program, you have to choose one that's best for you. A lot of people start out on the 21-day fix, that at least on our team, that's how almost everyone got started. So, make sure that what you've chosen is a right fit for you. And you have to focus on what you like, what you're able to do, and what is going to get you results. So if you like weightlifting, maybe have master's hammer and chisel, or if have a bit of weight to lose, maybe 21-day fix. But if love Tony Horton and you love his style of workouts, but you choose P90X, which is a 90-minute workout, for someone with a very busy lifestyle, that's probably not the best choice. Starting with like a 30-minute program is better because you're going to achieve it. So make sure it fits. Like, I definitely want to do P90X one day, but I'm going to wait until I'm working from home full-time for Beachbody, when I can have more available time to commit to 90 minutes a day to a program. Right now, I am committing myself in other ways, and that's not a priority for me to do 90 minutes of a workout when 30 will work.
That's such a long time.
Such a long time, right? So it's one of those things where, like, I want to, it's a bucket list thing for me, but right now it doesn't. If I thought I could commit to that, and I would just be setting myself up for failure. Like the 22-minute hardcore, if I'm really interested in getting in a Tony Horton workout, that would be a great option. 22 minutes, everyone.
Yeah.
22 minutes. And then talking about your program, talking about it on social media. Why did you choose this? And just picking out little things about it. Like the containers make it completely foolproof for me. I don't need a food scale. I don't need to weigh and measure things. I don't need to count calories or count points or count anything. I just I can count to 4, which is I think the most containers I get. That's all I have to count to. And I ate the same things every day, so it's pretty much done for me. And then sticking with it and completing with it. My business completely changed around when I committed to 21-day fix extreme last fall, and it hasn't faltered since then, because I really showed people that I was committed. It was about showing them that I could do it, which made them feel that they could do it. And you don't have to be perfect about it. You don't have to be perfect, really, is my point here. You just have to do something and commit to it and share your story. And that's really all that committing to a program is. It's really a good vehicle for you to share your story. So when you're sharing about it on social media, first off, always make sure your profile is public, because remember, it's like your storefront for your business. And not using stock photos. Really use yourself and express who you are. Trials, tribulations, successes, everything. They need to see you. But be real and be you. So, don't only post when you've done a great workout and it was awesome. I did a video once of me riding the struggle bus so hard in this master's hammer and chisel workout. I could barely do it. I don't know. I was having an off day. And so I shared it hey, I'm not perfect. And someone commented thanking me for sharing it, because they were afraid that they were the only ones that had ever struggled doing this workout. I'm like, of course you're not the only one that's ever struggled, is what I think. But if they, Facebook is everyone's highlight reel. If they only see everyone's successes and not any struggles you've had, they can't relate to that. Make sure you're sharing something every day, because that's how people build trust with you, and that's how they'll want to, join you on your journey. Is because they could easily go to eBay or even Beachbody.com and buy the program. They buy through us because they want the coaching experience and they want that commitment from us, and they need to trust us, and this is how they learn to trust us. And also something I think about when I'm posting, and it's not in every single post I do, but how am I adding value? If someone's scrolling through their news feed and going through and being like, oh, okay, I see one of Sam's posts. What value have I added to their day? Even if it's I'm just making them laugh, or I'm making them realize that, motherhood is not easy. I do a lot of posts about the trials and tribulations of motherhood, like forgetting to tell your kid to go potty and he needs to tell you himself. I'm like, oh shit, I guess I got to get on that. You are becoming potty trained. I should probably know what I'm doing here. You should probably not be smarter at me than this. That was my post tonight. Like, just being real about it. Like, I'm not perfect. But these are different ways I add value. Maybe it's just making them laugh. Maybe it's motivating them. Maybe it's a recipe, so it's something new they can try. There's so many different ways you can add value, through your posts. And so trying to view your posts through that lens is really helpful when you're sharing on social media. All these things about being a product of the product, and it's everything. It's can be personal development. Also, sharing that just shows your commitment to the whole coaching in general, and sharing about getting on team calls, sharing about the Shakeology, sharing about the workouts. There's so many different things you can post about every day in your life. Wearing the shirts and stuff like that. Wear and share, they call it. That's a good one. What's that?
I don't have any.
Well, you just get them for free.
Well, how?
All right. So you got to go on to Beachbody and complete go to Beach. So when you go in your back office, all the way on the right, it'll say Beachbody Challenge. Click on that, enter the challenge, and then you submit your before and after pictures, and they'll send you a free shirt. You can do it once a month for every program you do. So definitely do it. That way you can get and then that's another thing to post about when you get your, I'm wearing right now my 21-day fix. It says closer every day, and then 21-day fix on the back. So that way, and then there's another post you could do, hey, I completed this and they sent me a free t-shirt. Do you know some people are so obsessed with free t-shirts? They would just to get the free t-shirt. I freaking love free t-shirts. That's one of the motivations for me for finishing a program, is so I can submit my results and get another free t-shirt. And I have a drawer full of free t-shirts, and I love it. I can't wait till I can wear a different t-shirt every day for my job. So that's another way to share what you're doing every day. So here are just a few posts I did about just my differences in being a product of the product. So the one on top of me with Joel, he's one of the trainers from Les Mis. He's one of our new trainers, and I imagine he'll have a new program coming out at Summit, but don't quote me on that. So Joel and Jericho, they're a team, but he does a few on demand. So I did one day and basically admitted that I chose the workout because I was looking for a workout that was less than 30 minutes, because I only had 20 minutes or 25 minutes that day. And he wasn't bad to look at.
All right.
So, and he's not in person either. I met him on the cruise.
What's his name?
Joel. I don't remember his last name. Joel. I just know him as Joel and Jericho. Jericho is his partner. She's a fiery chickie with long red hair, like way long red hair. She's gorgeous. But so you can find them on Beachbody On Demand exclusives. They have their own Joel and Jericho. Jerrico, I think is her name. They're partners. They did Les Mis, that workout. So that's just how I'm sharing that I'm getting my workout in, and I'm, trying to squeeze it in as little time as possible. The one on the bottom is I'm wearing my Shakeology shirt. That's not a coincidence, but, also I'm just showing that was one of my work from home days, and I still pack a lunch. I eat out of Tupperware on my work from home days because, it's the only way for me to stay on track. I pack a lunch as if I were going to work, because that's the way for me to make sure I'm sticking with my program and don't invade all of my kids' Pirates booty, which we have giant bags of in our house now, thanks to my husband. And the other one was, I only worked out because on that particular day I really didn't want to, and I think it was a weekend maybe. I don't know what day of the week it was, but anyway, I didn't did not want to work out. But then one of my challengers posted how they hate Pilates, but they did it anyway. And Pilates is actually one of my favorite workouts. So I did it in honor of her. And then I broke my band, my cheap $6 TJ Maxx band. So that was just what I posted about that day. And those are just the different ways I put myself out there and try to motivate people. And just once I got in the habit of posting every day, it was so easy. And then when I'm having some better days, I'll take more pictures. And then, so on days where maybe my hair's not done or I don't feel like the last 2 days have been a real struggle for my post because I just feel like CRAP and I didn't want to share. I don't like to be super negative. I did share that I was sick, but what am I going to say all day? I'm sick, I'm sick, I'm sick. So that was a struggle for me trying to find other things to talk about. So I did manage. I did somehow make it to 4 posts today, which was exciting. So just talking about some other stuff, I just had to think like not every minute of the day was I feeling sorry for myself. So what did I do today that wasn't like, well, I cooked eggs. So I posted about cooking eggs. I read an funny article on parenting, posted about that. My kids walked around outside and threw sticks for like 5 minutes after school, posted about that. Literally, that's their favorite thing to do is run around the driveway and throw sticks.
That's about right.
Yeah. And then I posted about the team call. So I was like, so it's just focusing on like, it seems like, you're just going through the routine of the day, but there are little nuggets in there to share. And even though it seems mundane to you because it's your everyday, trying to look at it through a different light. Like, yeah, every day I'm work from home, I eat out of my Tupperware and I don't think it's a big deal, but I shared that because someone might not think to pack a lunch on a day they're working from home because it is, in my opinion, harder to get to eat right when I'm working from home because I get bored and I just go to the kitchen or I don't eat anything at all. Those are my 2 extremes. I either eat everything in the house when I'm working from home or when I'm home, or I eat nothing like I did today and I just sat around and did nothing all day. So those are like the extremes. So this is what I do. It didn't seem like a big deal to me, but then I realized, well, maybe I'll share this. Maybe someone else would have these same struggles and they can learn from that. So just trying to think, how can I share this with someone? How might they be able to learn? So I'll stop sharing my screen. So that's how being a product of the product, that's what it means to me, doing everything and sharing it. I'm a complete open book. People that have been following me for a year, they know this isn't a fluke anymore. Like for a while, they might think it's a fluke. And there was a short time where I kind of gave up on posting right after I joined. I'd been joined for like 3 months and I got a little discouraged because, the business is work and I wasn't really expecting that. I'm not really sure in hindsight what I was thinking. So I kind of stopped posting for a little bit and it totally derailed me. And it took a while to get back some momentum. I always think it's like pumping a well. You pump and you pump and you pump and the water's slowly rising up and you're getting nothing and you pump, and then you give up because you haven't gotten anything and that water goes all the way back down. So when you pump back up, you have to start from the beginning. But if you kept pumping, it would finally come and just flow and flow and flow. And that's how it is in this business. So that's why consistency is important. And I love the saying, I'll just close on this. A man asks someone, when's the best time to plant a tree? And the man responds, 25 years ago. But the second best time is right now. And so that's how, like, I think of it when I'm doing anything with coaching. Like, yeah, I could have not had that drought of posting. Maybe that was like April of last year. But, now is the time. There's no time like the present. There's, and being real about it. Like when I had my little, break, I was real about it. Like, hey, totally fell off the wagon. I'm back. I'm ready for you guys to hold me accountable. I'm ready to hold other people accountable who wants to join me. And then I got back up and running at the end of May and worked my tail off in June, and July was my best month. after February has since outweighed it. But July, up until February, July, when I really got back at it, was my best month. So it shows in your business always, you know, the work works. But these are just my tips on how I was able to just share what I'm doing and just simple stuff. And, when you're posting on social media, still post other random stuff like about your kids and work, and how, like, you can even post about how ridiculous it is that the only time you're in a car is with the toddler, and talk about your car conversations. I did a post one day that got a ton of engagement, and I just paraphrased what Henry had said to me on the car ride to school, and it was something about like a dragon and jumping off the highway and like different things that come out of a toddler's mouth. But people find it funny, and when they're scrolling through the Facebook, and especially now with all the negativity out there, either people are being negative or politics are negative. And then what happened this morning in Belgium being so negative, like, it's so important to just put a smile on someone's face. Like, you don't know how good you could make someone else feel just by making them smile. And you don't know how what you're sharing can reach someone else. So like this weekend, I posted a picture of me with a coffee mug saying basically, I have a toddler that's in potty training mode, and I'm afraid to leave my house. So I'm just going to sit in my jammers and drink coffee all weekend, which is literally what I did. We didn't leave our house all weekend, but I was drinking it out of a mug. I didn't choose this on purpose. It was just the mug I grabbed out of my cabinet. Was a mug from a restaurant that my in-laws always go to. And the waitress that they always have, they go to it every Friday night during the summer. The waitress they always have was an old friend of mine. She was a substitute teacher when we were in high school, and she was older than us. So I met her through teaching, and I've just stayed slightly connected with her over the years. I haven't really talked to her much. And she messaged me like, hey, you posting that mug reminded me that I have to go to work this summer and waitress, and I really need to get in shape. Can I join your next group? And she signed up that day. And I was like, oh, I didn't post anything about coaching. I posted a coffee mug. So obviously I didn't know that posting that coffee mug on that day when she happened to see it, it all worked out. But it's because I have been consistently posting, and she knows what I do. She knows that I'm a coach. She knows what I have to offer. She even messaged me about the 21-day Vic specifically because I talk about it. So had I not done other posts, and like posts that I do specifically about like the 21-day fix or challenge groups, they always get the least amount of engagement, but people are still seeing them. And so then they'll think of you when they're ready, or when you reach out to them, they'll know. So sorry, that was a side tangent on.
Okay.
But posting, I can't. It's that and direct messaging are the keys to my business. So, and then personal development, but we'll talk about all that next week. All right, so it's 8:50, so we're going to wrap up. Next week is the last week of the series, which will be on personal development, like I just said. All right, I'm going to